Xin Chao, hey, how are ya? In this video today, we will be talking about the ongoing increased gas prices, flights, and the metro system linking to the new airport. This seems to be the biggest debate of what's happening in Saigon. It is very much the very hotly contested thing that's talked about a lot right now. Vietnam fast tracks, excuse me, metro extension to Long Thon Airport under emergency order. Ho Chi Minh City's only metro line will be extended to Long Thon International Airport under an emergency fast track mechanism after the government approved the project in principle. A move aimed at solving a looming transport bottleneck before the mega airport opens for commercial flights. Prime Minister signed off on the extension based on a proposal from the Dong Nai People's Committee. The project will also connect to the province's new administrative center, effectively linking downtown Ho Chi Minh City to southern Vietnam's new aviation hub by rail. They got a highway. The highway, you can see it here. It was supposed to be done, 6 months ago. It was supposed to be done last month. The highway doesn't even have any off-ramps yet. So this is why they are advancing this metro system, and they understand that there's going to be, you have to realize from here to the new airport, from where we're at in District 9, it's an hour and 27 minutes to get there. If there was a proper direct route, it would take less than a half hour. Like, that's how inappropriately this was all planned. This is been the problem with like a lot of this stuff. Like, this area shouldn't even have existed either until they had some kind of transportation here. Like, for real. The emergency construction mechanisms allow authorities to streamline procedures such as appraisal and bidding and run preparation and construction phases in parallel, significantly compressing timelines. Legal requirements, quality standards, and management accountability still apply. I don't see there being a metro done to that new airport for many years, to be honest with you. I would really love to see Vietnam do things differently and actually get stuff done at a very fast rate and a clip. I know they're super capable of it, but it seems to always get held up with some kind of funding, whereas agreements with the funding, making sure it's not done to poor quality at the speeded up timeline. So the approval comes as Vietnam races to complete Long Thon Airport's first phase in the first half of 2026. On Feb 26, directed ministries, agencies, and the Airports Corporation of Vietnam to finalize detailed construction plans, warning that all parties would be held accountable for progress, quality, and safety, with violations to be strictly handled. But even when the airport opens, getting there could be a problem. The 40-kilometer journey from central Ho Chi Minh City currently relies almost entirely on roads, with the Ho Chi Minh City Long Than Dao Expressway serving as the main corridor and frequently buckling under traffic. Anytime there's rush hour in the morning and in the afternoon, that highway becomes pretty much a parking lot. So that's not going to be of really any use for having everybody coming out of that airport. Now, allegedly, the new airport at first is just going to be for long, direct flights, and then anything that's not direct is going to be going into Tan Sat when it first opens. That's what I read, allegedly. Key connecting routes, including Ring Road 3, National Highway 51, and Provincial Roads 25B and 25C, are under construction or being upgraded but remain incomplete. Without the metro extension, traffic congestion on airport access routes is expected to worsen significantly once commercial flights begin. Again, why even put any commercial flights through the new airport? Make it make sense. Just do all the cargo shit right now. All cargo, have it go through this old or the new airport, and then keep flying people in regularly to Tan Son until you got it all figured out for the transportation. There is not a tourist in the world that's going to want to ride 3 hours. There just isn't. It's going to put Saigon in a very big problem with just tourism, because people aren't going to want to ride 3 hours. 3 hours, because that's what it's going to be. On March 10th, Deputy Prime Minister Tran Hong Hai asked the Dong Nai's People Committee, with coordinating with the Ministry of Construction and Ministry of Finance, to propose a special mechanism for the extension and report to the Prime Minister for a decision. The government's in-principle approval followed days later. Government leaders also directed the Ho Chi Minh City's people to resolve outstanding issues related to the contractors and the existing metro line, and to report to the higher authorities on matters beyond their jurisdiction. The Ben Thanh Soi Tin line, Ho Chi Minh City's first urban rail line, spans nearly 20 kilometers with a total investment of over $1.67 billion. It includes 14 stations, 3 underground, and the city center, and began commercial operations December 22nd, 2024. The line runs 17 three-car train seats with a capacity of about 930 passengers each. In the initial phase, 9 trains operate daily from 5 to 10 p.m., running about 200 trips at intervals of 8 to 12 minutes. The journey from Soi Tin in Thu Duc City to Ben Thanh Station takes about 30 minutes. So that's their plan. They're going to do some fast tracking. My guess it's going to take 5 years. That's my guess. If they really do prioritize it, fast track it like they say, my honest guess is going to be somewhere around 5 years, like legitimately 5 years, if not longer, just based on like what we've seen in the past. Vietnam Airlines adds nearly 1,000 seats on Europe flights to work around Middle East disruptions. Vietnam Airlines has announced adjustments to its flight operation plan, adding nearly 1,000 seats on routes between Vietnam and Europe during the peak travel period amid operational constraints linked to the situation in the Middle East. According to the national flag carrier, it will increase the use of wide-body aircraft and larger seating capacity on several European routes to better meet with rising travel demand. They will use the Airbus A350, which offers a higher seat capacity. In March alone, the carrier plans to switch 11 pairs of flights between Hanoi, Saigon, and Munich in Germany to operations using the A350 aircraft. The use of the larger wide-body aircraft is expected to increase available capacity on Vietnam-Europe routes to accommodate passenger demand. Vietnam Airlines says its flights to Europe are operating safely via flight corridors that comply with operational conditions and avoid areas affected by ongoing conflicts. Let's see here. The push to mobilize more resources and increase capacity comes at a time when the global aviation market is facing uncertainty. Vietnam Airlines said the effort aims to maintain stable air connectivity between Vietnam and Europe while reaffirming its role as the national flag carrier in meeting passengers' travel needs and supporting trade, tourism, and international cooperation. All right, so the fuel went down shortly for a day, and now it's pumping back up. The prices are going back up. Gas prices edge up. Gasoline prices in Vietnam have inched up after a plunge. The popular fuel RON rose to 97 cents per liter late Thursday. Oil prices dropped on Friday morning after the U.S. issued a 30-day license for countries to buy Russian oil and petroleum products currently stranded at sea, easing supplies concerns. All right, that's what's going on. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick update. We're going to be doing a lot more different videos. It's just been so busy with the Kick thing. If you want to come watch me stream, it's over at kick.com/fatandbroke. There's a Patreon for additional support with hundreds of hours of additional videos, so I'd recommend you sign up for the Patreon as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everybody has a good day. Stay frosty. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.